Back, everybody. So, something that happened a little right as I got done filming the last episode, I died to a zombie. So, that was unfortunate. Lost all my experience, but that's okay. We do have a piglin experience farm set up in the nether now. That was what we did in the last episode. And I was also trying to. Okay, well, let's see. I was trying to get a villager, a librarian villager, although I think the one that I was trying to do. Basically, you can get books of mending enchantments from librarian villagers if you're careful. Let's see. This guy's having a little issues, so let's see if you want to come be a librarian. No? How about now? There we go. Okay, well, maybe he'll be a librarian, maybe not. Oh, there's one. Okay. So, basically, when you're trying to get this, oh, you want to check and see what... Okay, so this librarian's trades have a bookshelf, and you can trade paper for your emeralds. So that's not all that great, and this is going to be kind of difficult. Okay, we have another librarian. Same thing. Bookshelves, not the trade we want. So we can go ahead and take this apart, and we want to put that somewhere where we can get to it, and... Oh, he's with this one. And that's fine, because... Oh, no. Same thing, bookshelves. Anyways, this might be something that I do kind of on my own time. I don't want to waste filming time with this. But basically, you keep doing this, and honestly, I think it's because it's this one. Yep. Same thing. Let's just do it a couple more times, see if we get lucky. So now that's a normal villager. Oh, well look, now you found a job. Alright, what trade do you have? Bookshelf. Okay. What do you have now? Oh, Frostwalker too. Now, that's pretty cool. I mean, but honestly, I've gotten those from just random things. But this is what it's going to look like. In fact, let's just do it a couple more times. I'm feeling lucky here. Alright, anyways, and there's a drown somewhere gurgling. Okay, bookshelf. I mean, trust me, this is worth it, because once you slap mending on your tools... Ah? No. Loyalty 3, garbage. Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. Let's see. And you can keep doing this until... Ah. Sorry, I really just want that mending. And it's because with all this work we're doing in the nether, we're going to want a pickaxe that we don't have to constantly use diamonds to repair. Flame. Alright, well, I will do that off camera. Let's go ahead and throw this one down. I don't know what this guy's doing. I mean, if he... Either... Oh, you know what? This one we might have already traded with. See how the experience level is... Or maybe that's how they all start out. Never mind. Anyways, let's focus on the one task of making an enchanting setup. Alright, so you'll notice that I have, quite a bit of sugarcane popping up. There's 1, 2, 3, and we might have to go back to the other base because we're going to need some supplies to make an actual enchanting table. Now, what you need is a diamond, some obsidian. I think you might need a book for the actual table, but then to make the enchanting table worthwhile, you need to increase its level with bookshelves. Now, I know bookshelves are extremely expensive as far as paper. Yeah, paper and leather go. So, yeah, we might be visiting the cow crusher, and actually, we might just go ahead and make a cow crusher here. I know the mechanics in Bedrock Edition don't allow for that entity cramming mechanic that we were going to use, because it just doesn't exist in Bedrock Edition, and that's fine. I do like the cow crusher, however, because it's very efficient as far as keeping the cows contained in a small area. I mean, let's go ahead and harvest this sugarcane real quick and see what we got. Because I know we do have a decent amount of leather from our previous starter base. Okay, and then yeah, like I said, we'll go back and get some more leather from the other cow crusher. I mean, we already have a stack of sugarcane, so that's good. And that's why I put all this out here. And like I said on a previous episode, we can still continue to use this sugarcane in our automatic bone meal generator. In fact, let's go ahead and set that up. I don't think... Oh, there's the drowned. Ah. Don't get in a tussle with the drowned. Let me see. I believe I did bring back the components for that. Did I put them here? We're looking for hoppers and... Yep. Hoppers. Some chests. and a composter, and we'll go ahead and set that up right next to our farm. Oh, hi, baby cow. Okay, so we got, let's see, chest, hoppers, and a composter. Okay, and you probably remember from a previous episode. We'll go ahead and set this. Yeah, doesn't really matter a whole lot. Oops. Then you got a crouch, place, composter, crouch, place, and let's see. Do we have any? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and. All right. And then we need, I believe, a hopper, and then a composter. All right, let's test this out. Oops. That was a mistake. All right. So let's go ahead and plop one in, just to test it. That gets pulled into the hopper, which gets pulled into the composter, which after the composter gets a bunch. In fact, let's go ahead and feed that thing. I did some farming off camera, and I'll probably do some more. I know eventually we'll be trading these for emeralds, but actually, do we have seeds? Yes. Quite a bit of beetroot seeds. So, just to kind of remind you how the instant bone meal apparatus works, we'll throw a bunch of beetroot seeds in there. Okay. Anyways, also for the computer science component of this video, I was going to go a little more in depth into data structures. Now, we went over primitive variables, which are like int, float, long, char, string, you know, just to name a few. And actually, yeah, we're going to need. And so data structures are like the next step, if you will, of that concept. So, and that also kind of encompasses objects, which are complex variables that can contain other variables within them. And in fact, that's what sets languages like Java and C++ and Python apart from, say, languages like C. All right, also, let's see. Got to craft a ton of paper, ton of books. Well, can we do more paper? Yes, we can. More paper and more books. And also you'll notice that these start popping up as potential craftable items. Yes, we do need 1 book, 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian for an enchanting table, and we need 3 books and 6 stacks of wood planks for a bookshelf. Now you need 15 bookshelves, I believe, set apart or set around an enchanting table to maximize the level of enchanting you can accomplish with that table. So, let's see, we now have 32 books. Let's see, do we have some wood? I'm sure we do. Yep, there we go. And let's make. Alright, we already have 10, so there we go. We're off to a good start. We only need 5 more bookshelves, and we only need 1 of these books for the actual enchanting table. And I believe we even have a couple of, diamonds. Yes, we have the 2 diamonds, so we just need to go get some obsidian, which, I mean, easiest would be to go back to our little mining setup back at the starter base. And like I said, we can also, let's just save this stuff for now. Let's get more of the supplies back from the starter base, including, in fact, let's go ahead and get all the wheat we have. We're gonna go ahead and breed up those cows over there just to kind of, yes, get more stuff. All right, so data structures, and these are mostly universal for all the languages. I mean, you might have to research kind of specifically what. Oh, I didn't grab the map, but you know what? We're gonna go blind because I mean I know it's off this direction. There's a ravine, and I've done it enough times to where, yeah, I feel confident I'll be okay to manage. If not, I could just look at the coordinates in the previous video and figure it out. But we're only going this direction, and then to get back, we just turn around and go back to that direction. Plus, it's easy to see that. Okay, so data structures. The most common are things like arrays. Let's see. Array lists. I'm not sure if Python has array lists. I know they have lists, and a list is useful for containing multiple instances of primitive variables. Now by that I mean you can declare a list and you can add strings to it, ints, chars, floats. Let's see, what else can you put in there? And that's it. And actually lists are very useful for when you want to do things like splitting an entire sentence up into individual words using the built-in dot split method. And that splits up string variables into a list separated by a space by default. You can change what the delimiter is, or the thing that separates the variables. Okay, that's kind of getting ahead of things, but like I said last video, one of the ultimate goals is to be able to manipulate or to read files and create files. Yep, see, there's our starter home right over the ridge. And part of that is as you read in files line by line, you might want to use that split method or split function on a sentence or a line to be able to search the individual words a little easier for various reasons. Oh, it's already almost nighttime again. Cool. And we got to be careful because, well, I guess it's not a ravine. That usually freaks me out. You got to be careful when you're exploring and running around. Don't just go jumping willy-nilly into empty crevices like that. You could fall to your doom. Alright, and we're back here at the starter base. Let's see. Let's go ahead and breed these cows before it becomes nighttime. Whatever cows I left in this cow crusher. Oh, they're just kids. Huh, never mind. That's going to be pretty pointless. Alright, let's get what else we need. Let's go ahead and sleep here soon. Definitely the arrows. I'm going to take the fences. Glass, why not? Leather. Let's see. Arrows, because we're going to need a bunch of arrows soon. Let's take the wood. These. Okay, more leather. Alright, and time to go to sleep. Alright, main reason we're over here is to get obsidian. And then, like I said, I'll do the book amending thing off camera on my own time, just because it's a tedious process. But basically, in order to do that, you just need to keep putting the lecture down, or the lectern down, so the villager continues to lose its job and then find its job again, doing that. Also, we don't have a bucket, but we're just going to mine these extra carefully, so we don't fall in any lava. And let's see. So, and then the other next steps, you're going to need levels, and as you can see, I'm back down to level 7 because I had that unfortunate mishap with the zombie in the base. Pretty much, moral of the story is don't go AFK in this game. If you do, make sure you're in a safe place, like you wall yourself off with blocks. I don't know, because that's twice now that I've died to random mobs spawning inside our house over in the village. So, actually, let's go ahead and do this here. Because, yeah, like I said, I believe we need 4 blocks of obsidian for the enchanting table and the 2 diamonds we already have. And another thing I'll probably do once I get enchantments on these tools is do a little mining, gather some resources. We're going to want a lot more diamonds for, like, a suit of armor, which is very expensive. And eventually we will be getting netherite armor, but for that, you still want to get the... Well, I'll go ahead and get a few more blocks of obsidian. Why not? Eventually we'll change our armor and tools and weapons into netherite, which is even better than diamonds. And really, you just need a diamond setup and then 1 single ingot of netherite, which is still pretty hard to come by. You need to get things like ancient debris. Then you need to combine the netherite scraps that you smelt from the debris and combine that with gold ingots, and you finally get netherite. Alright, so back to data structures. While we go back to our other village and craft an enchantment table. Well, and we're going to have to continue to get the supplies. Like I said, I think I just need a bunch more sugarcane and pages. Or maybe I just ran out of wood. That would be interesting, because we might already be close to... Oh, let's go ahead and head back for now. We got what we came for. We needed the obsidian. It was kind of a wash with the cows, but I'm going to continue to farm up the cows that we have in our pen in our other village, and we'll just use that for our leather, our steak, or cooked beef food source, etc. Alright, so data structures. Now, they're very useful. Arrays specifically, they have indices, like different positions within the array that you can iterate through. And I mentioned lists earlier, and we talked about loops last episode. So one of the basic examples of a good for loop is to loop through each item in a list. Now that's very useful if you're trying to do anything with the list, because it'll go through, it'll check each list for some condition that you're looking for, some situation, and yeah. And that's why we have loops, is so you can continue to do some bit of code over and over repeatedly for each, well, for instance, item in a list or character in a word or a string. stuff like that. And you can also do something known as range. Now, and I've added a few examples to my website, so definitely check that out because, like I said, it's a lot easier to see these examples actually posted somewhere. Why is that going on? Oh, we'll take them, whatever. But, that's weird. Sorry, I just noticed a bunch of flowers that were dropped. Anywho, so yes, loops. Loops are useful for looping over items in a data structure. There's several other data structures that we have. We have binary search trees, we have hash tables, and actual objects, which objects are pretty much variables that you can create that can have separate variables as fields or as attributes to them. So a common example, I'm trying to think back to what I was doing in my Borderlands series because we went over this a bit. So think of objects like, an example for programming an object would be an employee, let's say. And you want to make an employee object for your company or for your software that's going to be used by your company. And you want certain data types or certain pieces of information about every employee, like say an employee number, a start date, maybe even their age. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Trying to breed the cows, not hurt the cows. Let's see, and I gotta get this fourth one. And yeah, like I said, we're just gonna make this. Get in there. Alright, we're just gonna make this our cow area. And we'll just breed massive amounts of cows and get our leather that way. Alright. So, right. So you have an employee object. And, well, and this also goes into inheritance. I don't know if I really want to get into that in this video. We're about halfway through. Let's see, we can make an enchanting table. We do need to make an enchanting room, so to speak. I mean, it's kind of fortunate. Actually, you know what? Starting to sound like a villager here. We do have bookshelves already here. And maybe I can make that work. Let's go ahead and make our enchanting table. We got what we need. Pretty sure. No, we also need the book. Okay. We have books. Yeah, it looks like we just ran out of paper. We have bookshelves. You know what? Yeah, let's make this into an enchanting area. So, basically, these 4 bookshelves, and we can even harvest this one once we get Silk Touch. Otherwise, you just get a book back, so don't harvest them until you're enchanting your items. But yeah, in fact, I think I'm going to just make my enchanting table literally right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We can get our enchanting table. Ta-da! Yay! Enchanter. Got an achievement. Alright, so we're going to take this. And this is going to look pretty ghetto, but you know what? This is educational, and eventually we can make a much better setup. But for now, I just know that I need enchanted items. So, if we were to, say, put our enchanting table right here. Now, if you look at it, well, let's see, can we enchant something? You'll notice that the levels are level 10, 7, and 3. And those cost 1 of your experience levels. Okay, come on, it keeps jumping around. 1 of your experience levels. Stop it. 2 of your experience levels for this one, and 3 of your experience levels for this one. There you go. And you also need lapis lazuli, and it costs 1 lapis, 2 lapis, 3 lapis. There you go. It even says it when you hover over it. However, this is just a level 10. Now, if we add a bookshelf here, you'll notice that if we put that same axe up there, okay, so 3, 7, and 10. That's not much of an improvement. Let's do 2. Alright, and we throw that axe up there. 2, 5, and 12. And it's interesting how they do that, but basically we want to get this to enchantment level 30. And we do that by having bookshelves either on the same level, like of the enchantment table, like this is, and they have to have 1 space of air all around the enchanting table between the bookshelves. Now, we've put it, come on, get out of here. Alright, there. And there. And there. And there. Let's see. Now our enchantment level is 20. So we're getting really close. Yeah, why not? I don't care about blocking off the people. And there. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And actually, that's not going to be enough. As you can see, we're at 28. We're really close. How did I misjudge that? So 6. Actually, we have 7 on this side. And then 13, 14. Yeah, really? We're just one bookshelf? Alright, you know what? We can actually do that because we have wooden planks. Let's go ahead and plop our crafting table back down over here. Come on. I know we have some. There we go. Wooden planks. Craft. Another bookshelf. There we go. And now this should be the 15th bookshelf. Hopefully making our enchantment level. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put it there. Let's test it out. 30. Ta-da! There you go. Now this is the highest you can make an enchanting table setup. And it doesn't look the best. Like I said, as you go on and improve in your game, you'll make a much more appealing enchanting setup than this. However, now we can start enchanting things. And do we have any lapis? We do. Now let's go ahead and see what we get. Oh, we can't. Sorry, because you have to be level 30 in order to do this. See, it says level requirement 30, but this is efficiency 4, which is a great enchantment. And I totally could have done that had I not died to that zombie. So now I need to go and get some more levels, and I will do that off camera after this. And let's see, we were talking about data structures. Pretty much data structures can be pretty complex. So I mean, you really need to know them to be able to use them with loop structures, and really a lot of this you're going to need to go to my website for an example, or you know, you don't have to learn all this from my website. My website is just an attempt at a culmination of all the topics organized into one spot, because that was one of the biggest things that I had as a frustrating time when I was getting my degree, was having to do massive Google searches for every single concept. Whereas this website project I'm doing, it just has them all in one place. So, yeah. But by all means, you can totally use Google or Bing or whatever search engine you want to use, and you can find the answers to all these things, examples to all these concepts. And yeah, in computer science, it's well worth it, but it is a lot of searching, practice, trial and error. But yeah, it's totally rewarding, very exciting stuff. And it makes up everything. This video game, like, was made with programming. Like, in fact, it's made in Java. So, and I will be covering a section of Java in these videos and definitely on my website. Alright, so as far as right now, let's see. We have a little bit of damage to our pickaxe. Let's see, I'm going to throw this fence in here. We don't need that. I'm just going to keep the arrows in my inventory. We don't have a whole lot. In fact, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Let's craft a bow, because we're going to need that when we go in to deal with... Oops. Let's take some of those, make some sticks, and make a bow, which you need 3 sticks and 3 string, I believe. Yep, there we go. And that's fine. So we're going to go get some experience and continue to talk about data structures. Alright, so actually, wait, let's leave the string, leave the wheat. Alright. This is very dangerous running around at night. But I think we're alright. I think I heard a skeleton shooting at us, but that's okay. Alright, so we're back in the nether. Slowly. Slowly. And a sheep wandered in there. That'll happen. Also, those are zoglins. They're annoying. They'll attack you. So we're gonna just leave them down here, because we need to get experience in order to enchant our equipment. We now have a legitimate enchanting table at full strength, level 30. Enchantments are available. And we just need to gather more lapis, more books, more equipment, all that good stuff. Alright, so... Oh, that was not smooth. There we go. And... no experience? Oh, what happened? What? Oh, you know what? Rookie move. We are not wearing gold, so we are going to upset the piglins. See how annoying that is? Oh, rookie mistake. Alright, well. You know what? we're actually going to take this too. Why not? These are only worth 1 nugget of gold. Notice we have 12 and you need 9. Okay, you know what? Come here. You don't like me from wearing... Yeah. Come at me. Okay, I don't want to mess with the Zoglins. Let's run like cowards. Oh, yeah, they're all upset now. Alright, well, that was short-lived. But yes, always make sure you wear... Ah, what is this? Ah. Utter chaos out there. And I almost died. Let's sleep. Nope, monsters are nearby. Can we sleep here? Nope, monsters. Alright, there was some excitement. Okay, and like I said, but before my next episode, I'm going to go ahead and do some of the grinding, if you will. Get some experience, maybe get that book of mending. Like I said, all you got to do to get the mending book is keep destroying the lectern. And yeah, and check out the website. I'll leave a link to the website in the description, and I'll make sure to add examples of data structures, at least for Python. Oh, wonderful. A Zoglin fall. Oh no! That's what happens when a portal breaks. Also, okay, come on. We're gonna deal with this. Oh, run away so it doesn't explode. It's gonna possibly destroy our house. Okay. Got some experience. Alright. More experience. Look at that. Oh, and in this game, the experience works where you don't need a whole lot of experience in your first levels. Oh, wow. That is pretty messed up. Alright, I guess a creeper blew up right by us, so that's really dangerous. Oh, and a Zoglin. Or a zombie Zoglin. Alright, whatever, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to rebuild this, and yeah, but anyways, what I was saying is experience works to where you only need a little experience to gain levels early on. And your early levels, it really doesn't take much. But as you go on, it takes a lot more experience to gain levels. So once you hit that level 30, it's actually going to be a while before you hit like 31 versus right now we're already at level 9. I think we started level 7 at the beginning of the episode, and we've barely done anything. Also, I keep hearing those noises. I think there is an actual mine shaft, the ones that naturally generate, under this house in that big ravine or that big gaping hole that I covered. Yeah, so we need golden armor. I know I have some. Yeah, that'll work. And actually, our helmet's already destroyed. Our boots are destroyed. So you got to be careful. Gold armor, like I was saying before, it is garbage. Like, it has very low durability. I mean, I think it has decent protection, but yeah, it's just not the best. So what probably happened is we probably had our golden boots and they broke by getting hit or something, and then we ended up being vulnerable. Alright, and I am going to move this bow and arrow down here. That's why you also keep a flint and steel handy, because your portal might get broken. Alright, let's throw that there, and that there. Alright. Interesting. Oh. And this is what happens if you don't pay attention to... Get out of here. You know what? We're going to take your job logs. We don't need farmers right now. In fact, we need farmers with different trades anyway. So what happened was, and was really frustrating, is that garden that we spent all that time on, we left it well, maybe we should put a wall around it or something, but if you'll notice, the farmers went through and just willy-nilly planted whatever they wanted. Well, that's not good for us, because alternating rows is how you get... Oh, man, this is going to be annoying. Yeah. Yeah. So, something to look out for. Get out of here. You already messed things up. Alright, so, potatoes. This row is oh, and I hear them. Get out of here. Oh, I killed them. Oh, that's a shame. I'm not too worried about that. Alright. We just got a little violent on the game here, because yes, we need alternating rows of stuff. Look at this guy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Totally messing with my farm, man. Alright, so that happened, and I thought by breaking their job blocks... Oh, that's his job block. Okay. and he buys beetroots. You know what? No, you don't. In fact, I don't even know how I want to do this because, like, we do need this little setup, but having it so close to the thing, you know what? We are going to move this because we don't want to keep running into that problem. So basically, the concept is, and there's some of the bone meal that we had, let's put this all the way over here on the other side, far away from our farm, because we don't want them mess. In fact, I'm going to take this down too. We don't want any farmers over here reporting to their job block and then wandering over here and being like, oh, look at this garden. I'm going to start messing with this and making it all random and not efficient at all. Look, I'm pretty sure those are carrots. You know, they've got potatoes mixed in with carrots, beetroots. It's whatever seed or vegetable they have in their inventory. All right, so after all that, yeah, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do some playing on this level, and when we come back, I will hopefully, oops, and see, notice that's pointing into the wall. That's not good. We want it pointing into the chest. So break that, and crouch, place it, place that, and we're going to need some dirt. Go ahead and borrow this. That guy's stuck, so we just freed him. Yeah, anyways, a lot of this game is kind of trial and error and just figuring out what works. So let's see. We got chest, hopper, composter, hopper, and chest. And let's go ahead and test this. Let's throw the beetroot seeds. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and put the bone meal in there. And that's 30 minutes. I know we barely talked about data structures, but like I said, a lot of that stuff, definitely check out the description in this video. I'll put some examples of different data structures, and really I just wanted to briefly talk about them as we were talking about loops, because loops and data structures pretty much go hand in hand. Alright, but for the meantime, I'm going to do a little fixing up of this garden, get it put back right. And maybe get some of my levels back so we can go over enchanting further in the next episode. Alright, see you guys there.